Ever wonder why life after 80 feels like a secret no one shares? It's not just slower mornings, it's a profound shift, blending wisdom with quiet challenges. I'm unveiling 5 brutal realities of life after 80, from shrinking social circles to a body that lingers in recovery. These aren't meant to scare you, but to arm you with clarity to face them head-on. Backed by real stories, you'll learn how to prepare for fading connections, physical limits, and the ache of lost purpose with strength and grace. By the end, you'll see how to shape a life of dignity, not defeat, with simple steps to stay vibrant. Don't miss the last truth. It's a subtle shift that can redefine your later years. Let's connect. If you want to age with power, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Drop a 1 in the comments if this hooks you, or a 0 if it's not your vibe. Your thoughts inspire us. Share them now. Reality 1. A social circle that quietly disappears. Crossing into your 80s brings a subtle, unspoken shift. Your once vibrant social world begins to fade. Friends pass, neighbors relocate, siblings grow silent, and even old pals who called weekly now reach out only every few months. It's not personal, it's the quiet march of time. But this shrinking circle can leave a hollow ache in your 140-pound frame, a loneliness that's not loud, but lingers like a shadow in a 68-degree room. After 80, the phone rings, less invites dwindle, and family visits feel rushed, yet understanding this lets you reclaim connection and keep your spirit alive. Picture Henry, an 84-year-old from a small town in Oregon. For years, he strolled 10 minutes to a local diner, his 3-ounce coffee order, known by heart. He'd swap 5-minute stories with buddies, their laughter filling the 12-foot space. But time took its toll. Some friends died, others moved, a few stopped driving. One day, Henry sat alone at his usual booth, the chatter gone. The silence hit hard, not with tears, but with a long, quiet 20-minute walk home. He didn't realize how those daily exchanges kept his heart light. Studies show social isolation after 80 spikes loneliness stress by 25%, raising dementia and heart disease risk by 20%, dimming vitality. Why does this matter? Those casual chats, a 3-minute nod to a neighbor, or a 10-second quip with a cashier aren't just pleasant. They anchor your sense of belonging, keeping your brain's social wiring sharp. After 80, outliving peers or facing mobility limits, like a 2-inch curb in 60-degree weather cuts, these ties leaving your 150-pound body craving connection. Henry's solitude wasn't chosen. It crept in as his world shrank, a signal to act, before the quiet grew louder. How do you fight it? Count your daily interactions, smiles, hellos, brief talks. Fewer than 5, take charge. Walk 10 minutes to a cafe waving to a passerby. Join a 1-hour church group weekly, even if it's a $5 bus ride. Henry started a 15-minute call with a cousin every Sunday, his voice brighter after. Write a 2-page letter to a friend, stamps costing $1. No group nearby, chat 5 minutes with a grocery clerk. Sit on your porch for 10 minutes nodding to kids, free and simple. A $20 phone plan keeps you linked if walking's tough. Stay bold. Henry made cafe trips his morning habit, like his 8-ounce juice, and his spark returned. Connection fuels brain health. 20-minute chats sharpen focus and cuts depression risk by 15%. Ask yourself, is my world too quiet? Try one outreach today, maybe a 5-minute wave from your 3-foot porch. Your spirits carried you through decades. Let's keep it woven into life. This reality isn't defeat. It's a call to courage. It's not about chasing crowds, but crafting meaningful ties on your terms, even if fewer. Your presence is still powerful. Start now to nurture it. Reality 2. A body that stops bouncing back. After 80, your body doesn't whisper, it speaks loudly. And one harsh truth is that it no longer rebounds like it once did. Aches linger past a 20-minute nap. A minor cold drags on for days, and a small misstep on a 2-inch rug can sideline you for weeks. This isn't just aging. It's a shift where small health hiccups can reshape your 140-pound frame's rhythm, catching you off guard if unprepared. But by facing this now, you can adapt wisely, keeping your strength and spirit vibrant well into your later years. Picture Gloria, an 81-year-old from a small town in Colorado. She thrived on 15-minute garden walks, her 68-degree backyard alive with roses. But one day, a minor tumble while pruning a 3-foot bush left her with a bruised knee. She expected to recover in days, but weeks later, her strength waned, and a 10-step climb felt daunting. Gloria thought it was just age until her doctor explained that after 80, recovery slows. 30% of seniors face prolonged healing from minor injuries per studies. She started 10-minute chair stretches and ate 2-ounce salmon servings weekly. Within a month, her energy returned, and she gardened again steadier. Why does this matter? After 80, cartilage thins and muscles lose 5% strength yearly without effort, making a 5-second dizzy spell or a lingering cough serious. A fall can lead to a 90% chance of hip fracture per research, and even rest isn't always restorative. 50% of seniors lose mobility if inactive too long. Gloria's slow recovery wasn't fate. It was a signal to pace her 150-pound body smarter, balancing rest with gentle movement to avoid decline. How do you adapt? Notice your recovery. Does a cold linger past 5 days? Act now. Try 5 chair squats daily, 10 seconds each by a 2-foot counter. Eat 1-ounce walnuts for omega-3s, $3 weekly to boost healing. Walk 10 minutes, 100 steps per minute in a 12-foot room. Gloria kept stretch bands 2 feet from her sofa. Check health yearly, $0 with insurance for early issues. No gym. Stretch 5 minutes by a chair. Use supportive shoes, 1-inch soles, $40 for stability. Stay mindful. Gloria made stretches her morning habit, like her 8-ounce juice, and her resilience grew. Gentle movement boosts heart health. 20-minute tasks feel lighter and cuts infection risk by 15%. Ask yourself, do I recover slower? Try 1 step today, maybe a 5-minute stretch. Your body's endured decades. Let's keep it steady. This truth isn't a setback. It's a call to honor your body's new rhythm. It's not about fighting age, but moving smarter to stay strong. Your strength's still there. Nurture it now to keep shining. Reality 3. A growing need for help, no matter how independent you are. After 80, one of the toughest truths is that even the fiercest spirits start needing support for tasks once done with ease. Reaching for a 3-foot shelf, climbing a 10-step staircase, or driving in 60-degree drizzle feels riskier, and this shift stings for those who've spent decades as the helper. Yet embracing this need isn't weakness. It's wisdom that keeps your 140-pound frame safe and your life vibrant, ensuring you thrive well into your later years. Picture Eugene, an 85-year-old from a small town in Georgia. He was a rock raising 4 kids building a 12-foot shed in his 68-degree backyard with grit. But one winter he slipped on a 2-inch icy driveway, bruising his pride more than his body. He hid it, avoiding his daughter's 15-minute visits, but she noticed his hesitation on a 5-minute walk. Eugene resisted her offer to grab groceries, insisting, "I'm fine." His doctor warned that 40% of seniors over 80 need help to stay independent per studies, and pride spikes injury risk by 20%. Eugene relented, accepting weekly coffee visits with supplies. Within weeks, he felt lighter, his energy renewed. Why does this matter? Aging slows reflexes and strength, making a 5-second reach or a 10-pound lift risky. Denying help can lead to falls, 90% of hip fractures in seniors, or skipped meals, raising malnutrition odds by 15%. Emotional resistance rooted in a lifetime of self-reliance makes this shift feel like a 20-pound burden. Eugene's stubbornness wasn't strength. It was a barrier eased by accepting support to preserve his freedom. How do you embrace it? Notice your limits hesitate on a 3-step climb. Act now. Install a $20 grab bar in your shower 2 feet from the faucet. Accept a 10-minute grocery drop-off from family. Try 5 chair stretches daily, 10 seconds each in a 10-foot room. Eugene kept a $5 stool by his kitchen sink for high shelves. Ask your doctor about mobility aids, $0 with insurance. No family hire a $15 hourly aid weekly. Clear a 2-pound rug to ease paths. Stay open. Eugene made coffee visits his Sunday habit, like his 8-ounce juice, and his confidence grew. Support boosts mental clarity. 20-minute chats feel crisper and cuts isolation's toll. Ask yourself, do I avoid help? Try 1 step today, maybe a 5-minute call to accept aid. Your independence is your legacy. Let's keep it secure. This truth is a bridge, not a barrier. It's not about losing control, but choosing safety to stay strong. Your resilience is ready to adapt. Start now to live boldly. Reality 4. A presence the world starts to overlook. After 80, one of the most stinging truths is the way your presence fades in the eyes of the world. The cashier at the 12-foot counter looks past you. The doctor in the 68-degree office speaks to your child instead, and strangers assume your 140-pound frame can't hear or think. It's not malice, but a fast-moving society forgets the fire in your slow steps, leaving you feeling invisible. Yet by claiming your space, you can keep your voice alive, ensuring a vibrant, meaningful life well into your later years. Picture Irene, an 86-year-old from a small town in Wisconsin. She volunteered at a local museum, her 20-minute shifts rich with stories from a life spanning decades. But one day, a visitor's question about a 1940s exhibit skipped her landing on a younger staffer 5 feet away. Irene's expertise was ignored, her smile met with a glance. "I'm used to it," she said, but her 10-second pause held a quiet hurt. She felt like a shadow in her own story. Studies show 50% of seniors over 80 report feeling overlooked, raising isolation's toll by 25%, linked to depression and heart strain, per research. Irene's fading presence wasn't age, it was a world moving too fast, a call to stand taller. Why does this matter? Being seen fuels your spirit. After 80, youth-obsessed culture, think 30-second ads or rushed 5-minute service, dims your visibility, eroding confidence. Dismissal like a 2-minute ignored comment chips at a 150-pound frame's sense of worth, spiking stress hormones. Yet your voice honed by 80 years carries unmatched depth. Irene's silence risked shrinking her, but speaking up could reclaim her place, proving you're not background, but a beacon. How do you stay visible? Notice interactions. Do others skip your input? Act now. Share a 5-minute story at a 10-person gathering. Ask a question in a 15-minute appointment, notepad in hand, $3. Irene joined a 1-hour history club, her insights sparking nods. Vote your ballot free, echoes your presence. Chat 10 minutes with a neighbor, no cost on a 60-degree porch. No group, write a 2-page letter to a local paper, stamps $1. A $20 phone amplifies your voice if hearing fades. Stay bold. Irene made club talks her weekly habit, like her 8-ounce coffee, and her confidence grew. Speaking up sharpens cognition. 20-minute discussions feel crisp and cuts loneliness's health toll. Ask yourself, do I feel unseen? Try one act today, maybe a 5-minute chat at the store. Your story's a treasure. Let's keep it heard. This truth isn't defeat. It's a challenge to shine brighter. It's not about forcing attention, but refusing to fade, claiming your worth. Your presence is powerful. Assert it now to light your path. Reality 5. A sense of regret if purpose isn't redefined. After 80, life slows, and with that quiet comes a subtle, heavy truth. If you don't find new meaning, regret can settle into your 140-pound frame like an uninvited guest. The empty calendar once packed with work or family leaves, space for what-ifs, missed chances, unspoken words, or dreams deferred. This isn't loud remorse, but a quiet ache that grows without purpose, dimming your spark. Yet by reshaping your why, you can transform regret into redemption, living vibrantly well into your later years. Imagine Stanley, an 88-year-old from a small town in Texas. He taught history for 40 years, his 68-degree classroom alive with 20 student debates. Retirement brought pride, but also a 10-minute morning void. No one needed his lessons anymore. Sitting in his 12-foot living room, he replayed moments, trips, not taken, words unsaid to his late wife. The wait wasn't dramatic, but it dulled his appetite, his steps slower on a 1-mile walk. Studies show 30% of seniors over 80 face regret without purpose, raising depression risk by 25% per research, which can shorten life. Stanley's hollow wasn't age. It was a life unmoored, a call to find new meaning. Why does this matter? Purpose fuels your 150-pound body's drive. Without it, reflection turns to rumination, spiking stress hormones and cutting immunity by 15%. An empty day lacking a 5-minute task like watering a plant breeds. I wish I had thoughts linked to 20% higher heart strain. After 80, purpose isn't grand. Its presence a reason to rise. Stanley's fading energy wasn't inevitable. Small acts could rekindle his fire, proving you're never too old to matter. How do you redefine it? Notice your days feel aimless for 2 hours. Act now. Water a $5 plant daily. 2 feet from your window. Share a 10-minute story with a grandkid free via phone. Volunteer. 1 hour weekly at a library, $2 bus fare. Stanley started reading to kids at a 15-minute school event, his voice alive again. Write a 3-minute memory in a $3 journal. No kids feed birds with a $10 feeder. Try a 5-minute craft like folding a 2-inch origami to spark joy. Stay anchored. Stanley made story time his weekly habit, like his 8-ounce coffee, and his zest returned. Purpose sharpens focus, 20-minute tasks feel fulfilling, and cuts loneliness's toll. Ask yourself, do my days lack meaning? Try one act today, maybe a 5-minute note to a friend. Your life's a tapestry. Weave it with intent. This truth isn't a trap. It's a chance to redefine your legacy. It's not about erasing past choices, but crafting new ones to stay whole. Your heart's ready to reignite. Begin now to live with meaning. Final thoughts. Life after 80 isn't just candles on a cake. It's a profound shift, raw and real. These 5 truths, fading social circles, a slower healing body, the need for help, society's blind spot, and regret without purpose aren't here to weigh you down, but to wake you up. Your 140-pound frame carries a lifetime of wisdom. Now use it to thrive. A 10-minute call to a friend, a 5-minute stretch, accepting a hand, sharing a story, or tending a 2-foot plant can keep you connected, strong, and purposeful. Don't shy from these realities. Face them with courage to shape a life of dignity. Reflect now. Which truth hit home? Start small, wave to a neighbor today, or journal a memory. You're not fading. You're forging a path of resilience and grace into your 90s. Share one step you'll take in the comments below. Your voice inspires us. Hit subscribe and ring the bell for more tips to age boldly. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.